Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some more PSCL baseball action here right on the PSCL YouTube channel. My name is Brave Fowles. Thank you for joining us here on this fine morning or afternoon, wherever you're watching us here. Today's matchup on Game 1 here on July 1st. By the way, happy July 1st, everybody. Today's matchup for Game 1 here on July 1st is going to be the Bombers against the A's. Bombers are going to be in the field first, and the A's are going to be batting first. Starting off in the field for the Bombers, it's going to be Fowler in left field, Jackson in center, Macias in right. In the infield, at the hot corner is going to be Ochoa. Shortstop is going to be at Irwin. Vo at second, Almany at first. But not behind the plate, it's going to be Ferguson. And starting pitcher on the mound for the Bombers is going to be Whitfield Hayden of Hannibal LaGrange University. Just a full-fledged pitcher. Currently has 6 strikeouts on the season for him. Typically is a relief pitcher for the Bombers, but today he's going to be getting the start. I said one start today, or one start of the season. In that one start, he gave up 2 runs. The other ends of the spectrum for the season, he has been a pretty good relief pitcher, though. Currently has a whip of .268. But it looks like the Bombers are ready to get going. Bombers ready to go. The A's ready to go. Umpires ready to go. I think it's time to have some good old-fashioned baseball here, folks. Hayden has a sign. Kicks, he deals. First pitch can be swung on, lined over to left field, but that's going to be straight to Fowler out and left. So first pitch, 1 out in the top of the first inning. Good piece of hitting, though. But unfortunately, Fowler only had to take about 2 to 3 steps to his right and was able to make the catch easily. So at the plate now is going to be McCracken. First pitch to him. Be taken over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch. Taken low for ball 1. Ian McCracken of Fort Scott Community College, an outfielder and third baseman by trade, currently batting 167 at the time. Next pitch. Taken high for ball 2. Yeah, batting average is a little low, but he is on a two-game hit streak, and they've actually been pretty good hit games with batting .500 and batting .667 last 2 games. 2-1 pitch, swung on up the middle. Irwin does make the grab, throws over to first. It's not going to be in time, though, and McCracken has himself a first inning base hit. Yeah, it looked like it was a pretty slow roller. It was going to be a hard play to make for Irwin. But nonetheless, McCracken is on the base for the A's with 1 out in the inning. So 1 out, 1 runner on base. Here comes Ty Farwell of College of the Desert. First pitch to him is going to be high for ball 1. Currently batting .429 with a .500 OBP. 6 total RBIs. He's hitting the ball pretty good. Next pitch to him, swung on. This is going to be fouled off. It's going to even the count up at 1-1. Hayden has a sign. He kicks, he deals. Going to be way off into the left batter's box for another ball. Count is now 2-1. Oh, I have to get a moment. Might be having some issues with some cleats here. Or some mud problems, I don't know. It looks like they're stopping, I think, due to the fact that the mound might be a little too muddy for Hayden's liking, and honestly, I can't super blame him for that. Looks like looks a little bit darker of dirt than the outfield or the infield dirt. Yeah, they brought out the scraper for his cleats. It is a scorcher already today, even with it being at 9:05 in the morning. It's still a scorcher of a day. 98 degrees. It's going to be an excessive heat warning until 8 p.m. Correction, it's going to be a heat warning until Monday, July 3rd here in Palm Springs. It's a pretty hot day. 98 degrees at the moment. It is supposed to get up to 114 degrees. It's going to be a fun night, fun day here in the PSCL. Next pitch taken for a ball. The count is now 3-1. After a brief moment, trying to get some mud off the cleats of Hayden. So 3 balls, 1 strike, runner on first base. And he's going to step off. Get his bearings just a little bit, and we will do it again at 3-1. Here we go. Three-one pitch. Taken outside for ball 4. And that will put McCracken at second. That's going to put Farwell at first. And we're going to have ourselves a new batter, which is in the form of Ty Potts. At the time, uncommitted. Did play in the uncommitted game a couple days ago on Monday. First pitch to him in the dirt. Pretty good block, but the runners are going to go anyway. Tag trying to be applied. Throw is a little off-centered, and it is not going to be in time as the runners are going to take off against the wild pitch. So now, Hayden a little bit in trouble with runners at second and third, with only 1 out. The force is out of the play. The next pitch taken in the dirt for ball 2 now. Too low in the zone as of now. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball trying to catch the outside corner or inside corner. Does not catch though. It's going to be moving the count up to 3-0. Outfield looks like they're playing in no doubles, ready to go, trying to throw that runner out if the ball's to them. 3-0 pitch. Well, we know with Coach Bray and the A's, green light's always on, but that one was taken for a strike. Looked like a little too inside for Potts' liking. No harm, no foul. Still got a good hitter's count. 3-1 pitch. Taken, catches that outside corner. Looks like Hayden might have figured it out just in the nick of time. As the count is now full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hayden kicks, he deals. Swung on and fouled off. Looks like if that went off in the catcher's mitt, that would have been an easy out, but nonetheless, we'll do it again at full count. 3-2 pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a chopper over to third. Throw is going to go over to home. It's going to be way too high. And that is going to score a run. Looked like he was going to get there anyway, but nonetheless, it was a close play and couldn't get a chance to get the tag down. So that's going to bring up Jed Downham. First pitch to him. Taken, does catch the outside corner for strike 1. Jed Downham was playing double duty yesterday as he was asked to come into play for the Power last night. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven out to deep left field. That's going pretty back. That's going to burn. Oh, Fowler at the back. 1 run's going to score. Runner's going to get over to second and third, and Jed Downham has himself a RBI double to start the game. Nice piece of hitting. Looked like the no doubles formation in the outfield actually did burn him, but that is key to happen with Jed Downham, as that was a pretty deep ball. So the A's have taken a 2-0 lead, and there's still only 1 out and nobody on a forced play now. That's going to bring up Robbie Amaviska, sorry about that. And that looked like it actually did hit him. It's Amaviska. And that is going to load the bases now. A's up by 2. Looking to get more. That's the good news. Bad news is every play is a force, and a ground ball could end the inning. As that brings up Caleb Higgs of Fort Scott Community College. First pitch to him. Taken just a little inside for a ball. Hayden has a sign now. Looks like we're aiming for a little bit the outside corner. But actually goes inside again and does not commit. Count is now 2-0. He's looking to roll on even more. Next pitch is going to be taken on the outside corner. That does catch it for strike 1. Count now 2-1. Hayden kicks, he deals. Heads up, that's going to be a wild. Nope, that's going to be another hit by pitch. And that's going to walk in a run. So the A's have now taken a 3-0 lead, still with 1 out in the top of the first inning. And the Bombers coach is going to go out and have a little chit-chat. Does look like Hayden is a little wild at the moment. Not looking like he's finding the zone pretty easily, as we've seen him before. And unfortunately, he's up to 24 pitches. In the first half of the first inning. First pitch to Hagen, going to be taken outside and up for ball one. This is Alex Hagen of Quincy University, an outfielder and first baseman by trade. Next pitch to him, outside, does not catch for ball two. Hagen batting .238 for the PSCL. OBP is at .304. 2-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be driven deep out to left field. Fowler is going to get underneath it. Tagged from third, heading on to home. And that's going to score in a run off the sac fly. Solid piece of hitting by Hagen, as that does score in a run. First pitch to Weston is going to be hit over to third base, and that's going to be an easy put out, 5-3. So that's going to do it for the top of the first inning, but not before the A's are able to capture 4 runs to start the inning, to start the game nonetheless. The Bombers are going to have to see if they can answer back in just a moment. We'll come back to the Bombers in the bottom of the first right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Spacious skies, far amber waves of grain. America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales, where hard to describe is easy to find, a place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like, your, bacon,
Say it.
steady, ultimate cheeseburger. Go!
Your Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best Bacon Ultimate Cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back to the PSCL YouTube channel. All right, hosting this PSCL action against the A's and the Bombers on July 1st, 2023. Brave Faust here, giving you all the action. Top of the first inning went all A's, no Bombers, as the A's were able to score 4 runs in that inning. Almost 5, but unfortunately a good put out by the third baseman over to first, was able to get the out. So before we get started, let's get the lineup for the A's in the field. In the outfield, we have Higgs in left field, Hagen in center, McCracken in right. In the infield, we have Potts at the hot corner, Amavisca at short, Sanchez at second, and Farwell at first. Weston is going to be behind the plate. It's going to be Joseph Cook on the mound. First pitch taken high for ball 1. Cook currently throwing an ERA of 8.41. Whip is at 2.04. Next pitch going to be swung on and popped up, going near the A's dugout. And nobody's going to be able to get that. The count's going to run even at 1-1. Pitch an ERA of 8.41. OBA is 3.72. Has 11 strikeouts, though. Enough to see what he can do here. Next pitch on its way. Swung on. That's going to be a little jam job. Up against Kenny Vo. Of Arlington Baptist University. Currently batted a 187. OBP at 316. Slugging at 187. And OPS is at 503. Next pitch on its way. Taken, catches that outside corner. That's going to be strike 3, first punch out for Joseph Cook, and the A's have 1 out now in the bottom of the first. We're going to bring up Dalton Irwin, a shortstop and pitcher by trade. First pitch to him, taken in the dirt for a ball. Next pitch. Taken, does not catch though for another ball. Count is now run up to 2-0. Cook has a sign. He kicks, he deals. Swung on. It's going to be fouled off. On the left field line, the count's going to run up to 2-1 now. Two and 1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Taken for another ball. Count is now run up to 3-1. Cook trying not to walk him. Three-one pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a grounder over to the third base side. Potts throws over, and it's going to be overthrown. Cook does round first, gets back over to second. That's going to be an E5 off the throw. Had him burned, ready to go, and does not get it down. So now with a runner at second base, that's going to bring up Jackson up to the plate. First pitch to Jonathan Jackson, taken on the outside corner for a strike. Count is now 0-1. Next pitch is going to be taken up for a ball. Count is now 1-1. Jonathan Jackson currently batting a 312 for the season. OBP is at 500, slugging at 312. Hoping to add up some more to that. And Cook's going to take a moment, step off, and get his bearings ready to go. One pitch. Taken. Way outside for a ball. Count is run up to 2-1 now. Still 1 out in the bottom of the first inning here on this PSCL action. Cook trying to find his sign, the one he wants. He has what he wants now. 2-1 pitch. He wanted that outside fastball. Doesn't connect though, and the count is run up to 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike, runner at second base. Hoping to not put up another one. Next pitch. Taking for another ball. Trying to catch that outside corner. Does not connect, though. And we now have runners at first and second for the Bombers. Still one away in the bottom of the first. A couple of the middle infield. Actually, the middle infield's going to come in and talk to Cook. Try and get his to calm down just a little bit. We've had our meeting, and we are ready to go. So with runners at first and second, here comes, looks like Tyler Marr. First pitch to him. Catches the heart of the plate, but Tyler Marr catches a piece of it. Fouls out of play for strike one. Of Linfield College. Linfield University, my mistake. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Fouled off. Looked like it might have ricocheted off the umpire. And the count's now 0-2. Marr currently batting .250. OBP's at .429. Slugging at .250. And OPS at .679. Only has 1 RBI in the season, but is looking to try and get more. 0-2 pitch is going to be a little chopper over to shortstop. That's going to be a tough play. Throw over to back to second. Does he make it in time? No, he does not. Amavisca trying to get it to Sanchez, but it was going to be a high chopper and a tough play to throw over to Sanchez, trying to get the fielder's choice. And that should be ruled as a single, looks like. As that was the catcher, we're going to have our mandatory courtesy runner coming over to first base. That's going to be, should be number 7, Redding. Richard Redding, to be exact. Going to be courtesy running now at first base. And now the Bombers ready to get some runs of their own. 1 out. Nope. The bases are loaded. As this brings up Ochoa. First pitch to him, taken for a ball. Count is 1-0. Nicholas Ochoa, catcher from Fullerton College. The 1-0 pitch. Taken, does catch that outside corner for a strike. Count is evened up at 1-1 now. Currently batting 158, but his OBP is at 292. Raises that OBP. He's going to score a run nonetheless. 1-1 pitch up and away for a ball. 2-1 is the count. Outfield has scooted in to play no doubles. Ready for that fly ball to throw out. Throw out Potts at third. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball trying to go back door inside. Does not connect though, and the count is now run up to 3-1. Cook on the verge of letting the first run come across this board for the Bombers. Still only 1 out. A ground ball could do it though. 3-1 pitch. There's that backdoor breaking ball. Catches that inside corner. The count is now run up to 3-2 full. Nice pitch to come back there. Just give it one more chance on that back door and successfully hit it this time. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the inning. And Ochoa's going to take a moment. Looked like Cook did not have the sign that he wanted to have. Now he has the sign he wanted. 3-2 pitch. Breaking ball left way up in the zone. That's going to walk in a run. Irwin comes across to score. Up to the plate now. It's going to be Fowler. It's going to be Cole Fowler of Cerro Casa. With a big opportunity with the bases loaded. First pitch to him. Taken, catches the heart of the plate. A little up for a strike. Count is 0-1. 5'11", 185. Currently batting a 250 for the season. Next pitch, breaking ball way inside. So far inside, actually clipped him. And that is going to be a hit by pitch, and another run scores for the Bombers. Count scores now A's 4, Bombers 2. As now it's going to bring up Almany. Up to the plate, Austin Almany from Jefferson College. First pitch to him. Taken low in the dirt for a ball. No chance of Almany wanting to swing at that kind of throw. Good waste pitch though. Sets it up the inside corner. Catches the heart of plate off that next pitch for a strike. Count is now 1-1. So the 1-1 count. Cook looks over, kicks, he deals. Swung on, lined out to left field. That's going to score a run. Redding's going to come across the score. Here comes Ochoa around the plate. The throw down was actually cut off. And 2 runs are going to score off the single by Almany. And the Bombers, out of nowhere, in this bottom of the first inning, has tied it all up. It is now 4-4. And now the A's themselves are in trouble of having a rollover inning in this first half of the inning, the bottom of the first inning. It's going to bring up Macias. First pitch to him, and Cook has now run his count up to 29 pitches. Mason Macias of Edmonds College. 1-0 pitch, taken, catch that outside corner for a strike. He is currently batting a 450 average, 560 OBP, slugging at 600. His OPS up to 1.160. Next pitch, a little chopper down the left field line. That's going to get foul, though. Again, it's now run up to 1-2. So if you trust any kind of batter, I would trust Macias here with his batting average, the way he's been hitting in the PSCL. Score that run. But with the roller inning, the Bombers need people still on bag, so third base coach isn't sending his runner home. 1-2 pitch swung on. That's going to be popped up down the right field line. Farwell gets underneath it, does make the grab. Runner's going to take off, tag at second, try to get to third. Does make it in time. Probably should have slid there, but nonetheless gets there in time. And the Bombers, now with 2 outs, have runners at the corners. So with runners at first and third, here comes Ferguson up to the plate. Tie ball game up at 4-4, bottom of the first. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a little pop-up over to Amavisca at shortstop. Going to make the grab, and that is going to do it. But not before the Bombers answered themselves with a 4 spot on the bottom of the first inning. When we come back, we're going to the top of the second. Scores A's 4, Bombers 4. We'll see what happens next coming up in the top of the second.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
We are ready to go here in the top of the second inning. A's had a 4-piece in the top of the first inning, and the Bombers were able to answer back with their very own 4-piece. As basically we have turned this back into a 0-0 game going into the top of the second inning. Just with fours on the board. As that brings up Fickett up to the plate for the A's. First pitch to him is going to be taken forward, ball 1. One-0 pitch on its way. Taken in the dirt. Does not, fortunately, not able to be blocked off by Ferguson. Count is now 2-0. Corbin Fickett, who is the EH today, is typically a catcher. Currently batting 187. 2-0 pitch in the dirt for a ball. Ball is 3. Count is now 3-0. Batting average is low, but his OBP is pretty high, 435, so he knows how to get on base nonetheless. He's able to walk if he needs to. And he has a good opportunity to walk right here. But the green light is on. 3-0 pitch. Taken. Does not catch that inside corner for a ball 4. And Fickett is on base now. That play is actually going to be lined out into the dirt, or in the outfield. Is not going to be able to make a grab there. Throw over back to third. Have to route over to second. Sanchez has himself a single and moving over to second off the throw. So Sanchez has himself a base hit for today. So it's plate now comes McCracken, 1 for 1 today. Next pitch driven out deep out to left field. That's going to look like it might burn left fielder. Does not happen though. Makes the grab. Runner from third comes over to tag. And he has scored. It's going to be a very good sac fly by McCracken, as the A's have now taken back the lead. A's up 5-4 now in the top of the second inning. Already pretty high scoring game. First pitch. Going to be taken for a strike. Catch that outside corner for strike 1 as Farwell's come back up to the plate. No official at bat as he walked the first inning. So first pitch to Farwell. Does catch the outside corner off fastball for a strike. Already a pretty high-scoring game to start the game. 9 runs in one and a third inning for Hayden. Next pitch. That's going to stay down the right field line. Does stay fair, though. Almany does make the grab. Tags first base. Sanchez going to move over to third, and we now have 2 outs in the inning. So now 90 feet away from another run for the A's. That's going to bring up Tyler Potts. First pitch is going to be popped up over Kenny Vo's head. He's going to make the grab, and that is going to do it for the inning. So the A's do answer back with one more run of their own, take the lead back in the top of the second inning. We're going to see if the Bombers can answer back, see if they can get that run. We'll see what they can do in the bottom second right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the caliente place to play.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back now to the bottom of the second here on this PSCL broadcast. Game 1 on July 1st, 2023. Brave Fest here as the Bombers were unfortunately able to give up a run this last top of the second inning. But Kenny Booth up to the plate to start things off. First pitch to him. Catch that outside corner for a strike. Good location by Cook on the throw there. 33 pitches in the first inning. Next pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Count has run up to 0-2 now. Might have locked in after 33 pitches in the first inning. 2 straight strikes. 0-2 pitch on its way. Taken. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Cook has himself a 3-pitch strikeout to start the inning off. And that's going to bring up Kenny Vo, the second baseman, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. Hoping to change things up. First pitch to him. Swung on and missed for a strike. Looks like Cook might actually have got locked in. Next pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play for a strike. Count is now 0-2. Cook looking to set Vo down. Next pitch swung on. That's going to be flown out to right field. Underneath is McCracken. He's going to make the catch, and that's going to be out number 2. Good piece of hitting to make Vo stretch out to defend. McCracken makes the easy out, and we now have 2 outs in the second inning. First pitch over Irwin's head, had to duck out a little out of the way for a ball. One-0 pitch on its way. Breaking ball, back door, catches that inside corner for a strike. Count is evened up at 1-1 now. So with the exception of that one pitch over his head, he's been pitching really good this inning. Next pitch, off speed. Had him chase him for a strike. Count is 1-2 now. Irwin or Cook trying to make quick work in the second inning. Next pitch on his way. Check to swing. Does not go, though. Check over to first again. Another double check. Yeah, the count is even up at 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouled off back in the net, and we will do it again at 2-2. Next pitch swung on and missed. That's going to be strike 3. So Cook does make quick work in this bottom of the second inning. And they have kept the lead going into the top third. We'll see if they can add on some more right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
A's 5, Bombers 4, as we have reached the top of the third inning. As up the plate's going to be Jed Downham. Had himself a double out to left field. One of the big bats, though, had to come in for the Palm Spring Power last night, if you guys got to watch that. Had to come in for Bryant Ball. First pitch to him. Taken for a ball. Ball's 1-0. Bryant Ball had a little foul ball off his throwing hand. Took him out of the game. And Jed Downham, who's come back as basically a good bullpen pitcher for them. 1-0 pitch. We're taken outside again for ball 2. He's been basically the bullpen catcher, as Bryant Ball has been the solo catcher but had to come in and make his power debut and was a big hit in the 7th inning last night. Next pitch, well, that's going to hit him right on the side. And that's going to be a hit by pitch as he takes his base. Had the big RBI single last night, the go-ahead RBI single to put the Power in the lead 5-4. And eventually that was going to be the score of the game. So a big hit that he made. As that's going to bring up Amaviska. Pitcher steps off. Richie Amaviska. Currently batting .471. First pitch is going to be in the dirt. Downham runs off the dirt. Throw's not going to be in time. That's going to be a throw from a wild pitch. And Downham is over at second now. And Downham playing happy feet over there. Having some fun with his teammates over in the dugout. So Hayden's ready to go. Yeah, Jed's loving his happy feet motions right now. Putting Hayden in a tricky situation. And Hayden, unfortunately, is struggling as of now. 1-0 pitch. Does catch the upper end of the strike zone for a 1-1 count now. Amaviska 0 for 0 today, so no official at bat. 1-1 pitch. Take and catch that outside corner. Count has run up to 1-2 now. So Amaviska now in a situation to defend. Sets up on the outside portion of the plate. 1-2 pitch. Missed the zone completely. That's going to be a fair ball. Tough play nonetheless. Runners are going to move from station to station. To make that stop, so that is going to be a single. Over on the third base side, Ochoa trying to get a glove on it off the dive, but could not make the play. So runners have moved now. Corners are full. As that brings up Mr. Higgs. He was hit by a pitch last inning. Last time he was up to the plate. First pitch to him. Inside, almost in the dirt for a ball. Count is now 1-1. Kicks, he deals. Another breaking ball trying to get that inside corner, trying to pick the back door, but that's going to be almost in the dirt. Another wild pitch. So 2 balls, no strikes. The A's are back with both runners on the scoring positions. 2-0 pitch. Taken, does not catch it though. It's low again for ball 3. So Hayden, unfortunately, 1 ball away from filling up the bases again. That's going to bring up Hagan if this ball comes up. Hagan on deck. 3-0 pitch, way outside. He does so. And so Higgs makes his move over to first. And the bases are loaded. As Alex Hagan of Quincy University has a big opportunity to stretch this lead out even further. 0 for 0 right now. First pitch taken outside for a ball. Already has an RBI off a sac fly to left field. Love to add to that RBI total right here, right now. 1-0 pitch. Taken for a strike. Caught the inside corner. Count has run up to 1-1 now. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Hagan wants that back. Recognized it too late as a Has an off-speed pitch and swung right through it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, full count. Bases are full, correction. And that's going to be driven out to deep left field. Runners are going to move from station to station. And Alex Hagan has himself his second RBI of the day and his first hit of the day. As the A's have now taken a 6-4 lead in the top of the 3rd inning. And with that, Weston is going to come up to the plate now. 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him. Outside for a ball. One 0 pitch over the heart of the plate for a strike. Count is even up at 1-1 now. Weston at the moment currently uncommitted to his school. 1-1 pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Does not connect, though, for a 2-1 count. Looked like that was in the dirt. In a good hitter's count. Try and score some more runs. 2-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball trying to get the inside corner. Swung on and missed. Count is even now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs in the inning. Next pitch, swung on and missed, and that's going to be out number 1 on the day in the top of the 3rd inning. So now, Hayden is just a ground ball away from getting out of this inning and making this inning not super big. Ooh. Fickett fouled that ball off right off the home plate umpire. Saw the reaction. He did not like it. As nobody would. As these baseballs are coming off hot off the bat. And already have to deal with triple digits in the heat out here. So home plate umpire is ready to go. Fickett has his instructions by Coach Bray over there. 0-1 is the count. Here is the pitch. In the dirt, nice snag by Ferguson. Keep that ball in front of him, but nonetheless, count is now even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one does get away from him, though. In the dirt. Runner does score. As the A's have now taken a 7-4 lead off another wild pitch. Next pitch, catches that outside corner. And the count now at 2-2. Fickett. You need to protect, try and get another run in. Next pitch in the dirt. That is and that is unfortunately going to score in another run off another wild pitch. And the A's now have a 8-4 lead. And not only that, count is now run up to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on, driven deep out to left field. Hagan is tagging. Fowler's underneath it, makes the grab. Here comes the throw. Runner off the home plate. The slide, does he get in time? No, he does not. An 8-5-2 put out off the double play, and that is going to do it for the inning. Nice piece of defense there but the damage looks like has been done as 3 more runs come across to score in the top of the 3rd inning. So the Bombers down 4 going into the bottom of the 3rd. They've been able to score 4 runs before. Let's see. They're going to have to see if they can do it again right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese, meat, cheese, meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. This Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
We've reached the bottom of the 3rd inning. A's putting on a three spot in the top of the 3rd after a couple wild pitches, but a nice play, 9-5-2 to get them out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Jackson, Jonathan Jackson. First pitch to him in the dirt outside for a ball. One 0 pitch. Taken for a ball, counts now 2-0. So Jackson starting off with a good hitters count. Start the bottom of the 3rd inning. Next pitch is going to be grounded over to the dugout and first base side. And the count's now moved up 2-1. Bombers need to get some run support going. Next pitch, chopper down the right field line. And the count is even up at 2-2. After tying the game up off a 4 spot of their own in the bottom of the 1st, Bombers were not able to score anything in the 2nd. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, trying to catch the backdoor outside corner. Does not connect, though. And we've moved the count up to 3-2 now, full. Meanwhile, the A's, on the other hand, 4 spot in the 1st inning, 1 spot in the 2nd, and 3 in the 3rd. Next pitch, outside, and Jackson has himself another walk, and the Bombers have themselves a runner on with nobody out. That's going to bring up Tyler Marr. 1 for 1 today. With a single off that hard chopper to shortstop. Nobody out still. First pitch. Taken, does catch that inside corner. Might have thought there was going to be a little too much movement by the catcher, but does stay in the zone in time. 0-1 pitch. Taken, does not catch, though, for a ball. Count is even at 1-1 now. One pitch. Just a little low for the umpire's liking for a ball. Count is 2-1. Jackson over there playing happy feet might have got Cook a little confused there. Next pitch was taken for a strike. And Jackson able to steal second base, but it looks like he slid right into the bag, maybe right on the face. Ooh, maybe, yeah, face first into the bag. For a stolen base. Might have just punched the air out of his stomach there. No, actually, it might be a hand problem. Not a good time for Jackson to get hurt in this ball game. Hopefully he's all right, though. In the PSCL, if somebody's like even barely a little hurt, we saw this in the power game last night. Best bet is just take him out. Let somebody else take your place. You don't want these guys real hurt. As this is just a PSCL league, just a league to get these guys some reps. Don't want any super injuries here. It looks like he's going to stay in the game. Might have just jammed his finger. I hope that's all that happened for him. And the Bombers hope that's all that happened for him. But he's going to stay in the game. We'll see what he can do on the base path now with a jammed finger in his hand. So back to the plate for Tyler Marr and Cook to keep battling. His count is now 2-2. As that last pitch was taken for a strike. Cook has his sign. He kicks. He deals. Taken low. Count is full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cook in danger of putting another runner on the base path. Does not want that to happen. Next pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a grounder over the second base side. Going to be a tough play. Jackson is going to run over from third all the way around and over to home. Holds the ball. As that's going to be an E4 off that. But the runner does come across to score for the Bombers. And they've now made it an 8-5 ball game. So nice piece of running by Jackson. Recognized the error. As now it's going to bring up Ochoa. 0 for 0 today. No official at bat. First pitch to him. That does ricochet off his bat. That's going to be a foul ball. Count as 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike. Marr made it over to second base off that same play. Next pitch taken for a ball. Count is even at 1-1 now. One pitch. Little inside. Taken for another ball. Count is 2-1 now. Looks like we're going to have some action in the A's bullpen. We'll get that name to you guys in just a second. Pitch is not going to be thrown. As Cook is going to step off and get his bearings back. It looks like Braden Wing actually is going to be double action in the bullpen. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Went with the fastball up and in. Swinging strike. Count is even at 2-2 now. The Bombers staying with the A's, even after that big 3 spot in the top of the 3rd inning. Still in this game. Still plenty of time. Next pitch. And that was a backdoor breaking ball taken off the shoulder of Ochoa, and that's going to be a hit by pitch, so still no official at bat for the young man. And now the runners are first and second for the Bombers as Fowler's going to come up to the plate. No official at bat as well. He was hit by a pitch. So it looks like number 9, Braden Wingett, and number 7, Corbin Fickett out in the bullpen for the A's. Cook going to step off again. Happy feet can distract a pitcher. It has happened before, especially happened to me. First pitch in the dirt, does not connect for a ball. Count is 1-0 for Fowler. Still nobody out. The Bombers in a prime opportunity to tie this ball game or take this ball game's lead. Next pitch up and in for another ball. Count is 2-0. So 2 balls and no strikes. And Cook's going to have himself another moment. Next pitch on his way. Fouled off the catcher. Play is dead. Ball is dead. As the count now has moved to 2-1. We have reached the hour and 10-minute mark, so we have less than an hour of game left, and we are still only in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's see what happens next. 2-1 pitch. Taken, catch that inside corner. Nice pitch, nice placement for a strike. Count is now even at 2-2. Looks like Fickett is out of the bullpen now. Wingett's still throwing a couple. The 1-2 pitch. 2-2 pitch is going to be jam shot foul down the right field line. And we will do it again. Cook on his 67th pitch coming up. Still only 2 complete innings of play. No outs in this bottom of the 3rd inning. Wants to get at least 1 down. Next pitch, the runner's going to go. Swung on and missed. That's going to be strike 3. That's going to get underneath the glove, though, of Potts. So the strikeout happens. But unfortunately, the E2 is going to score a run. So now with 1 out in the inning, the score is now Bombers 6, the A's 8. First pitch taken for a ball high for ball 1. So Bombers able to place a 2 spot at the moment in the bottom of the 3rd inning, still keeping this close. And Cook, unfortunately, just does not look comfortable at the moment. 68 pitches, about to be number 69 coming up. Has not been able to find the zone as good as he did in the bottom of the 2nd. 1-0 pitch, and the dirt low for another ball. Count is 2-0. About to hit pitch number 70, which unfortunately is not a good spot in this situation. With only 2 1/3 innings pitched. Next pitch on his way. Swung on, driven deep down the left field line. That's going to get out of play though, near the batting cages. And the count is up to 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Backdoor breaking ball. Fouled out of play though. Count is even at 2-2. Ochoa still over at second base, waiting to wrap around third and head on home off the base hit. Cook looks back. Here's the deal. Swung on. That's going to be popped up. Amavisca trying to get underneath it. He does so. And Ochoa just back in the nick of time after the catch. Barely avoiding getting doubled off. But nonetheless, that's going to be a out number 2 for the inning. As that's going to bring up Macias. Oh for 1 today with a pop out in foul territory to the first baseman Farwell. Hoping to change that right here. First pitch grounded down the left field line. Does not stay in play though. As the count now has moved up to 0-1 to start off the inning. To start off the at bat. Cook still a pretty high pitch count. Next pitch up and away for a ball. Count is even at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here is the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a little blooper. Is that going to get down in time? No, it is not. A nice diving catch by Hagan out in center field. As that is going to do it for this bottom of the 3rd inning, but not before the Bombers are able to put a 2 spot in the bottom of the 3rd inning, as they've now made this a 2-run ball game. It is now 8-6 going into the top of the 4th. We'll see what can happen next. You're listening to the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese, meat, cheese, meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. 'Cause Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
It's time to step away from the sofa and get back to the world you love, the world of Agua Caliente. So get ready to rediscover that winning feeling again at Agua Caliente Casinos.
So, you like meat?
I like meat and I like cheese.
Meat. Watch the monitor. This is the ultimate cheeseburger from Jack in the Box. It's a big cheeseburger for purists. Just meat and cheese.
I like the meat and cheese part.
Yeah. But why a bun?
Bun's not meat nor cheese.
Word. You lose that bun, you got something.
Without the bun, your hands would be covered with meat and cheese.
All right, we'll look into that.
We've reached the top of the 4th inning. Here in this PSCL action. First pitch up the middle. Watch out. That's going to get through into the outfield. That is Sanchez, first pitch hitting. Gets on base for the A's, and they're back and running. Hayden would have gotten lucky there if he was able to get a glove on that, but could not do so, as that's going to bring up McCracken up to the plate. First pitch to him, runner goes. Taken for a ball, not in time. Sanchez quick off his feet, not even having to slide in there. And the A's on high cylinders on the base path. 2 pitches, and they already have a runner in scoring position ready to go. 2-0 pitch is not going to happen yet, as Hayden is going to step off for a moment. Now we're ready. 1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a little blooper. Is that going to get down in time? Jackson trying to get there in time. Does make it, though. Nice speed out in the center field. Able to make that catch. And the A's now have 1 out. Or the Bombers have 1 out in the top of the 4th inning here on this PSCL action. So it's going to bring up Ty Farwell. First pitch, swinging. It's going to be grounder over to the first base side. Going to be a 3 unassisted. That is going to move the runner over to third now. And now we have 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. That's going to bring up Ty Potts. First pitch to him. Outside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Currently batting .421 at the time of recording here. Next pitch does not connect on the outside corner for another ball. Count is now 2-0. Over 2, unfortunately, so the average did go down a little bit, but that can change in a heartbeat right here. 2-0 pitch, swung on, fouled, out of play. Watch out in the park. Count is now 2-1. Bombers in trouble of not scoring a run for the first time today. But that first run of the inning is 90 feet away. Next pitch catches that outside corner, evens the count up at 2-2. And so Hayden, 1 strike away from finally putting a goose egg on the board for the A's. Sets up on the outside. Here's the pitch. Look out. So from 1 strike away from ending the inning to now runners at the corners for the A's. As we're going to have ourselves our first substitution pinch hitter. Should be number 9. That should be Braden Wingett. Batting for Jed Downham, who was the DH, so he's just going to get some swings in. First pitch to Wingett. Way outside, easy take. Ferguson had to dive over that one just to grab it for a ball. Count is 1-0. One-0 pitch. Still outside, and that one was up as well for another ball. Count is 2-0. Braden Wingett of Colorado Colorado Mesa University, another one taken for a ball. Count is 3-0. Hayden now looks like he's lost a little bit of his command. Wingate has a .586 bat on base percentage. Looking to bump that up with a 3-0 walk here. 3-0 pitch. Swung on. That's driven deep down the left field line. If that stays fair, that might be out of here. But no, that's going to stay in play. And Fowler off the run is actually going to make the grab, and that's going to end the inning here in the top of the fourth inning. So no runs come across the score this time around for the A's, and the Bombers now have a chance to strike in the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll see what they can do coming up later right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Oh, beautiful, far spacious skies, far amber waves of grain, America, sweet America. You know, God done shed his grace on thee.
Imagine a place where birdies tell tales. Where hard to describe is easy to find. A place that brings the stars closer to Earth. Can you imagine? This is Rancho Mirage.
Like, your, bacon.
Say it.
Steady. Ultimate cheeseburger. Go!
Your bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Hot.
Yes, we are.
We won't make it till you order it. Our best bacon ultimate cheeseburger ever. Now at Jack in the Box.
Time for the bottom of the fourth inning. A is still leading at 8-6, but we have some defensive changes now for the A's as well. And the Bombers have an opportunity to get some runs on the board as well. First time to make some catch-up moves. So in the field now, Preston Wing is going to take over at shortstop. Next pitch is another ball. Count is 2-0. And new pitcher on the mound is going to be Kenny Fickett. For a strike, swinging. Count is now 2-1. Correction. I was reading Kenny Bo's line for some reason. It's actually Corbin Fickett. Next pitch catches that outside corner. Nice placement there for a strike. Count is now 2-2. Corbin has pitched one game this season in the PSCL. Didn't allow runs, so we'll have to see what he can do here in relief. 2-2 pitch. Just misses that outside corner. Good placement there, but does not connect for the strike. Count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes in the bottom of the fourth inning here. Full count. Here is the pitch. Fastball. That's driven very quickly down the left field line, but very quickly foul as well. And we'll do it again at full count. Next pitch driven deep down the center field, up to center field, but right at Hagen, out deep in center field. That was hit a little too hard, a little too good for Ferguson. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Kenny Booth now to the plate. First pitch to him. Checked his swing, but that's going to be actually hit into play. Potts throws over to first base. Does get there in time. Guess got him by half a step, maybe a quarter of a step. I thought he got there in time, but I am a little further from the first base bag. And after that, there's going to be out number 2. So 2 outs in the inning. Should be Kenny Vo taken for a strike. Catch that outside corner. 0-1 is the count. Vo 0 for 2 for today. Has struck out and flown out. Next pitch swung on and missed for no strike. Count is now 0-2, and Vo 1 strike away from forcing the Bombers back onto the field. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3 is the call. So Fickett makes quick work on the mound as the bottom of the 4th has come to an end. We're going to the top of the 5th now. Your score still remains 8-6. We'll see if the A's can top some more runs off coming up later right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Our family at Desert Air has always had one mission: to provide our community with comfort solutions that fit their lifestyle and budget. For over 65 years, Desert Air strives to meet and exceed our customers' expectations, not only by keeping them comfortable, but by continuing to stand behind our service, products, and knowledgeable staff. Desert Air is family-owned here in the Coachella Valley since 1954 and will continue to be here for all your AC and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
None of us can see the future, but we can plan for it. And Eisenhower Health has been doing that for years, adding state-of-the-art new facilities, innovative technologies, more doctors in key specialties, and more health centers across the valley, and new programs to meet specialized needs. Whatever the future brings, bring it on, because Eisenhower Health is here for you today and tomorrow.
We've reached the top of the 5th inning. We have a new pitcher for the Bombers. That should be Dylan Garcia on the mound now for the Bombers. Inheriting a 2-run deficit, in task of keeping it just that way and making sure the Bombers have a chance to get the bats on the plate going. So up to the plate is one of the new defensive changes. It's going to be Preston Wingett. And now the Wingett brothers are both in the lineup in this later half of the game. First pitch to him. Swung on, driven deep to the right field side. Macias trying to make a run for it. Does not get there in time, though. And Preston Wingett has himself a bloop single after the first pitch. So nice piece of hitting there. And the depth of the ball field has struck again. Too far for the second baseman, too short for the outfielder. It is a deep, deep ballpark, and it is strucken again. Higgs is now up to the plate. First pitch swinging, missed for a strike. Higgs has been hit by a pitch, and he has walked. So unless for some reason Garcia wants to intentionally walk him, he's going to stick with Standard 0 for 0 count. Next pitch taken for a ball. Count is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Wing it over at first base. Higgs trying to score him. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off into the net. Count has moved up to 1-2 now. Auxiliary field looks like they have a game going on. Looks like that's about done as well, though. As the Chill and the Green Dragons, I believe, might be the Green Dragons or Lumberjacks, facing off against one another. Next pitch, gonna be fouled off into the park, and we will do it again at 1-2. So with 1 ball and 2 strikes, Higgs trying to get his first official at bat going. Next pitch, runner goes. And Higgs has been hit again. Second hit by pitch for today. And another walk over to first base, and he still has himself an unofficial at bat. But good news for the A's. No outs in the top of the 5th, and they have runners at first and second. That's going to bring up Alex Hagan. 1 for 1 today with 2 RBIs after a sac fly in the first plate appearance. First pitch swing is going to be missed, 4 strike, 0-1. Sacrifice fly in the first inning, and then that single in the second inning. Score another run for the A's. Correction, the third inning, my bad. 0-1 pitch, going to be a chopper over to third base side. And that's going to be a bad throw over the second baseman's head. That's going to score 1 run. Wing it is going to come across the score. Higgs is going to make it over to third after the bad throw by Ochoa over the head of Vo. And the A's have themselves now a 9-6 lead. In the top of the 5th inning, and time now has become a question for the Bombers. First pitch taken for a strike. Catches that corner for an 0-1 count for Weston here. 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a strikeout. Next pitch to him. Heads up. Nope. Leaned right into it, unfortunately, the umpire says. I think that was a good call, too. Looked like there was a little leaning on that at the end. The lean-in pitch, though, is going to make the count even at 1-1, though. 1-1 pitch on its way. Heads up. Now, if he turned his back on that one, he would have gotten first base nonetheless. Two-one pitch inside again. Had a second opportunity to turn the back to take his hit by pitch, but doesn't do so again. And the count now is 3-1. And Garcia takes his step off just to get his bearings. Next pitch on its way. Going to be in the dirt. There was a stolen base, but it's going to be a walk nonetheless. So A's now have bases loaded with still nobody out. 1 run has come across to score. That's going to bring up Moser up to the plate. Filling in for Fickett, who is now on the mound and just pitching. First pitch on its way, taken for a ball. Outside for 1-0. So 1-0 is the count. Garcia's going to go from the windup now. Next pitch is going to catch that outside corner for a strike. Good move to go to the windup, looks like. And we have a 1-1 count now. 1-1 pitch on its way. And he drives that, pushes that out to the right field line. Does it stay fair? No, it does not. And the count has run up to 1-2 now. Moser coming into the game, first at bat, would love to start off the game with a big hit here to put the A's in a big lead. Already have themselves a 3-run lead, hoping to get more out of this inning. With nobody out and the bases are loaded. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, pushed back out to the right field line. Does that stay fair this time? No. In fact, it goes out of play this time. And we will do it again at 1-2. And it looks like we've reached 10:41. So as of now, we've now have about half an hour, less than half an hour in the time clock. The Bombers now going to have to hurry up just a little bit. 1-2 pitch on its way. Breaking ball does not reach that top portion of the plate. A little too high. The count moves up to 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes is the count. Nobody out. Here is the pitch. Swung on, driven hard up the left field line. That's going to get through. 1 run is across the score, and another error is going to have another run score. Rounding third, heading to home. And the A's have put now 3 runs back on the spot. As the error out in the outfield unfortunately cost them. It is now 12-6 A's after the 3 spot. So after finally scoring that on my Game Changer app, we've reached Sanchez. 2 for 3 today. Count is 1-1 at the moment. Next pitch on its way, fouled off into the net for a strike. Count is now back up to 1-2. Still nobody out in the inning. And 4 runs have come across the score, so fortunately, Bombers are down by 6 now, and they are running out of time. Next pitch driven deep out to center field. Jackson gets underneath it, does make the grab. Runner from third is tagging. Unfortunately, though, that is going to be the 5th run. And that should roll the inning now. And yes, that has rolled over the inning with the sacrifice fly. Unfortunately, the bad news is the rollover has no runs added onto the score. The good news, though, that doesn't matter for the A's, as they have now taken a 7-run lead going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. The Bombers down 7 going into the bottom of the 5th. And unfortunately, they are now running low on time. They're going to have to make something up, do something quickly, try and catch up to this game. We'll be right back right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Agua Caliente Casinos has added more of the hottest and newest slots. With more than 155,000 square feet of gaming, your next jackpot is just a slot pull away. No matter which of our 3 premier properties you visit, Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, Palm Springs, or Cathedral City, you'll always find more of the hottest and newest slots. Agua Caliente Casinos, the caliente place to play.
When it comes to air conditioning and heating questions, Desert Air has the answers. Like, did you know it is recommended that you change your filters every 6 months to keep your air as clean as possible? And do you know it's important to service your system at least twice a year to keep it running optimally, especially here in our extreme desert conditions? Desert Air knows. And with a team of experienced and factory-trained technicians, we are here to help with all your air conditioning and heating needs. Desert Air. Live comfortably.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back now to this PSCL action. Brave House calling the game here. First pitch of the bottom of the first inning is going to be grounded over to Wingett, over to shortstop, throw over to first. That's going to be over the head. Unfortunately, that is going to be an E6. That should have been a pretty easy put out for Wingett. But nonetheless, the Bombers starting off the way they needed to, down 7 runs with a runner on base and nobody out. As Irwin is on the base path and Jackson is up to the plate. Jackson still with no official at bat. Both times he's been up to the plate, both times he has walked. So OBP's going up, but he would definitely love to have that average go up. First pitch to him. Fouled off in the dirt for a strike. They're going to have to get a good 5-run rollover inning right here and then hope to get in the bottom of the 6th with a fairly close-up matchup. Next pitch grounded over to second base, and that's going to be a hard ground ball that's going to get through. Runner from second heading over to third, and that is going to be out of play. And from the looks of it, Jackson rounded second just in time before they out of play, and so he's going to be awarded third. And the Bombers have scored in the first after 2 at bats. It is now 13-7 A's in the lead still, but nobody out. So not one, but 2 errors off that one play. And after discussion from the home plate and field umpire, they have agreed that Jackson actually did not cross second base in time before out of play. So he's going to have to remain at second base, but still in good scoring position. And Tyler Meyer comes up to the plate. First pitch, catch that outside corner for a strike. Next pitch on his way, Jackson tried to take third base. The hit and run was on, off the glove of Potts. That's going to be an RBI single, turned into an RBI double. And the Bombers have now put 2 runs on the board. It is now 13-8. Getting a little interesting here. Also, mandatory courtesy runner now over at second base. It's going to be Redding. First pitch to Moser is going to... First pitch to Ochoa is actually a hit by pitch. And the A's now have runners at first and second. Still nobody out. 2 runners have scored officially. Next pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Count is 0-1 now. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed. Count is now 0-2. Next pitch taken. Strike 3 is called. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Fowler. As that's going to be the first out of the inning. We have ourselves a new pinch hitter. It's going to be Quinn McCoy. First pitch to him. Check to swing, fouls it off into the net, though, for a strike. Count is 0-1 now. On one's count, runner goes. Throw over to third. No. He's going to hold the throw to himself. Good jump off the bag. And the runners are now at scoring position for the Bombers. Looked like he got stuck in his glove and could not get out of it. Next pitch swung on, fouled off into the net, and we will go back at 1-2 now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The Bombers scored 2 runs in the inning. And we're going to have a little chit-chat between pitcher and catcher. Probably a smart move, as it is 10:53 now, and the time is coming into play. The A's are trying to waste it as much as they can. So 1 ball and 2 strikes is the count. Here is the pitch. Taken, catches that inside corner for strike 3 called. And Fickett has the second strikeout of the inning. And 1 strike away from keeping this game the way it is. It's just a 5-run ball game. First pitch. Taken for a strike. Catches that outside corner again for 0-1 the count. Fickett looks like he's locked in now. Would love to get a 3rd strikeout in a row to end this inning and get the bats going again for the A's. Next pitch on its way. Swung on. That's going to be popped up. Sanchez trying to get underneath it. Wing it, trying to call him off, but Sanchez, no go. I've got it. Makes the grab, and that's going to do it for the inning. But not before the Bombers get 2 more runs back on the board. They're still down by 5, though. Time is of the essence, as we have got less than 20 minutes on the clock. I'll have to see what comes up later right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
Girl, you know that there's one thing that I love, but it's not you I'm thinking of. I want the ultimate cheeseburger. Break it down. Cheese meat, and that's it. Baby, you know it's hot and juicy. 'Cause Jack won't make it till you order it.
Girls love this.
Our target is men.
What's a target?
It's one thing to be honored as an esteemed Forbes award-winning resort. It's quite another to be honored 3 years in a row. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage is proud to once again be the recipient of the Forbes 4-Star Award for both our extraordinary hotel and the steakhouse, and Forbes' highest honor, the prestigious 5-Star Award for Sunstone Spa. Agua Caliente Casino Rancho Mirage, your 5-star escape.
We've reached the top of the 6th inning. Brave Fast here bringing you this PSCL action. A's 13, Bombers 8 going into the top of the 6th inning. First pitch by Garcia to McCracken. Taken up for a ball, count as 1-0. Next pitch grounded over to shortstop. That's going to be Irwin over there. Throws over to first. Gets the put out for out number 1. So a hard piece of hitting there, but Irwin right there where he needed to be, and it's going to be the first out for the Bombers. It's what they needed as they are running out of time. They got to get out of this inning quickly to have a chance here. First pitch fouled off the catcher's face mask. Count is 0-1 now. Action in the A's bullpen now. So more likely than not, we're going to have ourselves a new pitcher coming up in the bottom of the 6th inning. So 0-1 is the count. Backdoor breaking ball catches that outside corner for a strike. Count is now moved up to 0-2. Good placement there by Garcia. Open a strikeout. Farwell right here is 0-2. Next pitch swung on. Timed it pretty good, but unfortunately underneath it is going to be Macias out in right field. That's going to be a fly out 9 for the second out of the inning. Good job by Farwell to time that really good, but unfortunately got underneath it a little too much, and Macias right underneath it for the out. First pitch fouled off in the dirt. As Ty Potts has come up to the plate now, 0-2 today. Correction, that's actually Kula up to the plate now for the A's. Next pitch was taken for a ball. Count is even at 1-1. One pitch on its way, swung on, a little bit of a jam job there. Still gonna be a tough play out into left in center field, right center field. That's gonna get down though, and Kula has himself a base hit. As in no man's land, nobody around it for that one, and Kula's on bag with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Well, that's going to bring up Braden Wingett now for the A's. 0-1 today with a fly out to left field. Hoping to change his luck here. First pitch to him. Swung on, fouled out of play. Looks like that's going to get into the stands. And it's going to be strike 1 now. $11 o'clock has reached our time here, so an official 10 minutes now left on the clock. Garcia's going to take a step off, get his bearings ready to go. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good block by Ferguson, but that's going to raise the count to an even 1-1. Kula ready to take off when he needs to. 1-1 pitch, heads up. That's going to ricochet off, wing it. And now the A's with 2 outs in the inning. We're going to have 2 runners on the base path. So from one Wingett brother to another Wingett brother. Here comes Preston Wingett. He's 1 for 1 today with a single up to right field. Definitely has been a wild one here. A lot of run support for both teams. First pitch to Preston Wingett is going to be taken in up high for a ball. Count as 1-0. With the score being 13-8 and the time coming into play, Bombers going to need to get this one out quickly. Next pitch going to be lined out to left field. But quickly out to Fowler, gets the ball, throws it back into play, and the A's now have bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Nice piece hitting by Preston Wingett. Unfortunately, a little too hard as that got to Fowler real quickly, and Coach Bray could not get Kula around third quick in time. So up to plate now is going to be pinch hitter Wohler. First pitch was taken for a ball. Count is 1-0. For next pitch taken, checked his swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Count is now 2-0. For Philip Wohler. Uncommitted first baseman and outfielder. Next pitch taken in the dirt for a ball. Count is 3-0. Now Garcia, unfortunately, he needs to get this out right here, right now. 5-run deficit. Needs to get this out. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, grounded over to second base side. Vo throws over to first to McCoy. Makes the grab, and he does get out of the inning. So the green light pitch, unfortunately, backfires for the A's, as that is actually going to do it. And the Bombers have a 5-run deficit. 7 minutes left on the clock. This might be the last inning. They're going to have to make this stand right here, right now. Right here on the PSCL YouTube broadcast.
In the battle of the burgers, one man made a declaration of delicious. Jack. He set forth, armed with artillery no one saw coming. Boxes and boxes of mouth-watering burgers. He was determined to bring great taste to this great nation in the name of life, liberty, and the pursuit of flavor for all, so that everyone could taste history-making burgers. And America ate it up. True story. With fresher and tastier ingredients, we're making every burger better, like the new Double Jack. History never tasted so good.
We've reached the bottom of the 6th inning, 5 minutes on the clock, so this most likely will be the last inning of the game. Bombers down by 5. First pitch to Ferguson. Check to swing. Did go around for a strike. Count is 0-1 now. So with 13-8, the Bombers know what they need to do. They got to roll this inning over. Next pitch taken. Does catch that outside corner for a strike. Count is 0-2 now. Have to roll this inning over and have at least one runner on base to win this ball game. 0-2 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be popped out of play into the stands here at Palm Springs Stadium, and we will do it again at 0-2. Fickett's still on the mound for the A's, doing excellent work. Here's the pitch, taken right over the heart of the plate, got him fooled. Strike 3 has been called. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Had Ferguson thinking off speed coming. Got him with the fastball at the heart of the plate. Nice pitch there, as we're going to have ourselves a pinch hitting attempt by Vindel. It's going to be Daniel Vindel of COD, College of the Desert. First pitch to him. Taken for a strike. Count is 0-1 now to start the inning, start the at-bat off. Bombers didn't need that quick out to begin the inning. Next pitch taken was going to be swung on and missed by Daniel Vindel, and missed for strike 2. So far, all strikes in this bottom of the 6th inning. Making quick work. Next pitch on its way. Swung on, fouled off into the net. And we will do it again at 0-2. So far, 7 pitches. All of them have been strikes this bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Check to swing. He did go around. That's going to be strike 3 called. And with that, the 8th strike of the inning, a second strikeout for Fickett. Now most likely than not, down to the last at bat for the Bombers, as this should be Kenny Vo up to the plate. 0 for 3 today. Struck out twice. First pitch swinging, take for strike 1. Count is now 0-1. Pitch on its way. He did go around fully. That's going to be strike 2. Fickett, no balls in this inning, has thrown just all strikes. Looking to end it right here. And the broadcast jinx is real, as that is taken for a ball. But a pretty good start of the inning for him, as all strikes till that first ball. Next pitch on its way. Taken, catches that outside corner. That's going to be strike 3 called. I'll have to take a look if we are not mistaken. Yes. That is going to be officially the ball game, as the A's have pulled this one out. A nice piece of hitting and a nice piece of patience, as they were able to come across the score 13 times today up against the Bombers 8. And the A's have taken the win here on July 1st, 2023. Some pretty good pitching by Fickett right there, as 1 ball allowed in that inning, last inning. The rest strikes. So that is going to do it here for Game 1. Be sure to join us here on Game 2 on the PSCL YouTube channel. Make sure you click that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications when you can tell when we go live. That's going to do it for me today. Once again, our final score is going to be A's 13, Bombers 8. We'll be back in about 30 minutes for Game 2 on the PSCL YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Bray Faust. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys later at the ballpark.